Manning remains until January 29th. More cases result from alcohol abuse. And PNG Hunters to be good ambassadors.
This is National EMTV News with Shemaine Poriambep.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for Saturday's news. David Manning will remain as Police Commissioner and Secretary for the Police Department until the 29th of this month. This comes after the Waigani National Court found that Manning lacked a tertiary qualification to be appointed as a departmental head, a minimum requirement under the Public Service Commission Act.
The judicial review filed by Sylvester Clout and Fred Yakasa initially had 7 grounds. However, the courts dismissed 6 grounds and only upheld ground 1. Ground 1 was the argument that NEC breached procedures that Manning didn't meet the minimum requirement of having a tertiary qualification.
Whatever happens between now and then, we seek grounds to appeal. That will be made known in the not too distant future, and we'll make that known to you. But yes, so that is what in essence what the orders are, and we will observe those orders.
Since the decision on the appointment of David Manning as Commissioner and Secretary for Police were handed down by the Waigani National Courts yesterday, it sparked more debate on social media on the process involved in the appointment of Manning back in 2019. But what has been decided by the courts is the legal interpretation of what has been sought by Clout and Yakasa. The decision on who becomes the next Commissioner and Secretary for Police will be made by the NEC.
The judicial review challenging my appointment, that the constabulary still remains intact. We have the whole senior command of the constabulary here, the police force here. We've just gone through a brief with our legal team, those who represented us in today's proceedings. And let me just say that I respect the decision of the courts. However, there is some, we'll be seeking advice as to whether there will be grounds of appeal.
Meanwhile, Commander of the NCD and Central Division has asked those working in the 2 commands to remain neutral and continue to serve the constabulary. Thekla Gunga, National EMTV News.
Police in Port Moresby have recaptured Joel Taha for the 2nd time after he escaped from the Bomana jail while waiting for his trial at the National Court. The 40-year-old from Wasuma village in Rigo district is accused of being involved in the 1.2 million kina heist at the Jackson's airport in 2016. Police have released CCTV footage of a man dressed in a yellow flask jacket who police believe is Joel Taha. Taha first escaped from Bomana in 2016 and was recaptured in 2019. He again escaped in 2020 and was only apprehended last Friday. His other 4 accomplices were convicted and sentenced to 65 years in prison accumulatively. Taha is expected to stand trial when the legal year opens in February. More than a year after their court case was dismissed, evicted tenants of a National Housing Corporation property in Lae, Levi Kurakipa and Amos Tarali, say they wish to refile or appeal the case in a higher court on human rights grounds. They've delayed to pursue the matter due to the lack of funds. Mr. Kurakipa says their greatest desire is for justice to prevail for them as the legal tenants who were forcefully evicted from their home. Their case is not isolated. Other names include Ellen Tigia Bis, Bafiguo Don and Zoabe Tinning, who are amongst those who've gone through the same issue.
While the eviction and legal battles are taking their toll on evicted National Housing Corporation tenant Levi Kurakipa, he still desires for justice. His fight for the NHC property, along with co-tenant Amos Tarali as the legal tenants, was dismissed in the National Court for want of a Section 5 notice, which is a notice of claims against the state. Due to his medical condition and the high legal fees, his family advised him to withdraw from pursuing the case.
You go more Islam, but so you lose them, but me plan more power. I still still me plan lo block too, and still am affecting me player.
Me plan one bed you lose him. I said I'm talking. You play at me one me just given.
Mr. Tarali and Mr. Kurakipa both expressed the interest to buy the property in 2002 and 2013 respectively. Both were given unfavorable responses at the time. On the 24th of September 2014, then Provincial NHC Manager David Kaupa sent a notice for them to cease paying rent, telling them the property was being sold, giving them the opportunity to purchase. A copy of the title, however, shows that the title had been transferred to another buyer 2 months before the tenants were offered the opportunity to purchase.
What the NHC work him, all Salem House finish. All Salem House finish 2014.
In 2015, they were given a notice by the NHC to vacate the property because they did not have the title. The families got a stay order and managed to stay on. In 2018, they were given another letter to vacate and were forcefully evicted. One of the tenants' relatives had his finger chopped in the process. The tenants hope to pursue the matter by refiling their case or appealing to the Supreme Court on human rights grounds. This has been delayed because the families need funds to fight this legal battle. Lucy Kopana, National MTV News, Ley.
A village court magistrate of a community located on the border of Morobe, Slay and Nawai district said most complaints mediated are alcohol-related. Joe Wasoka from Bumayong area said it's time the government takes serious actions on the widespread of alcohol abuse that's mostly caused by youths. Bumayong is the 6th community that came forward and raised concerns on alcohol abuse.
This is Bumayong community. It is an out suburb of Ley and is located in the Nawai district of Morobe. Bumayong is one of the biggest urban communities of Ley with a population of over 15,000. According to the village court magistrate, Joe Wasoka, law and order issues have worsened over the past few years that led to killings, broken marriages and burning of properties.
As blow over heavy and come up alcohol. When people drink alcohol, they want to enjoy themselves. All kind of activities. And alcohol, you see them. Before I'm big money leak. Now all money so now mo kind of trade winds na oxa call him all one wine bottle or oxa call him one kind of drinks or something. It's just allowed you 25 kina. 25 kina mo mangi contribute all by him then they go for it, no?
The residents of Bumayong, especially women, also came forward and confirmed that most problems arise due to the widespread abuse of alcohol.
Bakarabim underage or picking man marry na papa na mama lo house. Family broke, money die. Okata one week lo Bumayon and one man side die. Lo desla bia tasol.
Until young plow all marry or all mama too. Mama got picking that's all drink now, all work, lo talk no good plenty lo public place.
Beer work lo make him now some plenty family problem, family issue.
The village court magistrate there says 70% of the population are unemployed and survive on table markets and from selling fresh produce. Wasoka said those under the influence of alcohol at the marketplace mostly ruin the business activities. The women don't earn enough money and the family suffers.
Mi one bla mamam lo misa make it market lo fish one tembau. Time all young blol sa drink disla bia. All no sa kam respect mi plol mama. All ba kam simol something no like blong all ba kai ke M1 2. All pikinini mi plating all pikinini bagolo school ya no gat all sa goksi disla bia. Na atwag blo mi pla mama papa sa west natin. O sa na now mi puti disla complain blo mi like mo sa all ma stop him disla bia.
Sabe a mi sa lo ke mo mangi sa drink disla all new pla bia. We all you know sabe got respect lo mi pla all papa mama. So all he sabe come disturb mi pla lo side lo market na long house line too. So night mi pla you know sabe sleep good.
Disla drink bia na Sambla something no what. O sa plan di step na plan di kan talk no good. Papa mama mi pula ino sabe talk long enya. Em don't say come out to him.
So far, 6 communities in Lae with a population of more than 7,000 called on the government to seriously look into the issue of alcohol abuse and address it. Most residents are calling for a ban on the new alcohol, whilst others are calling on the government to review laws governing the production, sale and consumption of alcohol beverages.
Making some law where penalty where government by gimlong or man or holding steam or drinking in the public place, take it very serious. The law can make capital punishment for this law. So all man taken for it. Government can look long or young mangi with most of them or dropouts or stuff, party some black and means and ways long. You may try to help him more. Because mostly planet time me walk or talk long all. Salim will go back in a place. Most of them they're born in settlement.
Julie Badui Owa, National MTV News, Lae.
You're watching National MTV News. We'll have more of the day's stories after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the news. The Marape Basel government has been applauded for the 50 million kina injected into the agriculture sector to subsidize commodity prices. This is to ensure farmers are not affected by any irregular changes as a result of COVID-19. But the reality is 50 million kina is not sufficient. Of supporting farmers, the government has put forward 50 million kina into the Agriculture Department to roll out the price support program. The money is shared to all commodity boards to subsidize the prices of commodities so farmers continue to sell their cocoa or coffee at the same rate. From the 50 million kina, coffee and cocoa got 10 million kina, copra got 4 million and rubber got 2 million kina. Titled as Effective Intervention Programs, palm oil got 2 million kina, Spice Board got 1 million kina, Livestock Development got 6 million kina, Fresh Produce 3 million kina, and the rice sector got 5 million kina. But the 50 million kina is not sufficient if the government wants to really assist the farmers. This concern was raised by many commodity boards, with Agriculture Minister John Simon bringing it up to the Prime Minister during the PM's visit to Maprik. According to John Simon, who has always been passionate about the industry, the sector will need 50 million kina per month and not per year.
Prime Minister Miller asking you, we need to at least put 10 to 15 million kina every month to continue to support this program. No God, but this the program but you don't continue. And when you put the money directly, we're going to support him on Man Merilo place. And we need close to 200 million kina to see this happen.
The Prime Minister wasted no time to respond, assuring farmers to farm the land as his government will continue to put money into this program.
We like you, man, Mary, throw my hand, go inside the garden. Instead of you wasting time, stop also nothing, lo town, go back to work lo garden, and hopefully partnership with districts, partnership with provinces, starting with Maprik and East Civic, and same partnership will grow right across our country, and we look forward to people earning more money from money that is coming out in your own land as you work.
There are currently a lot of respective commodity buyers and exporters. Therefore, respective commodity boards have identified selected buyers to buy from the farmers to be given the price support rate. In Maprik district, following the launch of the price support program for cocoa, the business arm of the District Development Authority is given this support to purchase from farmers, promising them more for their hard work. The price support program is also aimed at encouraging more villages to get into commodity farming and increase their yield. Papua New Guinea Defence Force Commander Gilbert Toropo says the Army stands ready to assist police in security operations for the 2022 elections. Speaking to the media this week, Commander Toropo says talks are underway to improve air capabilities for the PNG DF, while the maritime element has the capacity to conduct election exercises. Meanwhile, 12 million kina is needed to fix the PNG DF CASA.
We are working on our air capacity with our partner Australia, and I've just had discussions with the incoming minister that we need to really look at new platforms to support our internal security response in the areas of air. So we are considering other capabilities that will help us respond favorably to not only election but natural disaster and other security challenges that our country will face. I propose that if we have the CASA and other assets such as choppers, I think that will really help support our election as well as other internal security duties and other government agencies that may want to use.
At least 7 villages in the Yanguru Sausia district will have access to road links once road works are completed between the Bono Hitam and Wihun Boinam villages. Yanguru Sausia MP Richard Maru said the district engineer led the design team on an 8-hour walk to conduct survey. The design team has walked back on the same road to set cost and complete the survey before road works commences. Maru says this missing link is the last of the roads to be constructed to link up all villages in his district. Investigation reports on an accident reported in Mount Hagen were released yesterday by the PNG Accident Investigation Commission. These include the PNG ATR 221A aircraft, which had an engine fire warning activated during the approach for landing at Kagamuga Airport on the 23rd of December 2020. The aircraft was doing a commercial flight from Kiunga into Kagamuga when the flight crew notified AIC about the engine fire. No injuries were reported by the 63 passengers who were on board that flight, and no damages were done to the plane.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Sports Minister Wesley Raminai on Thursday encouraged the PNG Hunters to be good ambassadors for the country when in Australia and to abide by the rules during their stay down under in the Gold Coast. He made these remarks during the launch and farewell of the team.
Minister for Sports Wesley Raminai on Thursday, on behalf of the national government and the people of Papua New Guinea, bid farewell to the PNG Hunters, who will be relocating to the Gold Coast for the 2021 Queensland Intra Super Cup season. Raminai told the players to best behave themselves when in Australia and not to break any team rules and the laws of Australia.
I'm not going to put you under pressure and ask you for wins, because that will come if you go through the process which your coaching team and your management have been hired to prepare you. But what I will stress it to you must, and I must repeat, never put yourself in a situation where you will break the teams and the laws of the country that you will be guests in. Rules that your team management puts in place are meant to be observed and followed. Otherwise, they would not waste time putting everything together.
Raminai added that they needed to be good ambassadors of the country and are representatives of a sports-loving nation, and any bad publicity will damage the hard work done to have the team relocated to Australia.
It is important that you never ever forget that you are the ambassadors of a sports-passionate country. Bad publicity will bring collateral damage to all the effort, the sacrifices that everybody in this room and elsewhere are putting into this relocation program. Remember that you are not there on your own. You represent your family and your provinces, your districts, your villages, and most importantly, our beautiful country.
Fidelis Sukina, Trukai Sports.
Despite the Highlands region and Morobe province being the only areas taking part in the Ipatas Cup 2020 and 2021 tournament, Kokola Ipatas Cup competition manager Sam Koi says they are still maintaining the prize money of 100,000 kina through the help of their patron Sir Peter Ipatas.
Okay, with the prize money, as you all know, with this COVID thing, it's not helping our cause. We had to make decisions, a lot of decisions, because some of our sponsors, they're a global brand, and it's just, it's a global decision that they're not able to, assist and take part this year. So with our limited funds, COVID hasn't helped us either. We have a very good visionary patron that's, doing his best to make sure this concept works, because he is, it's not about just the Henga province, it's about Papua New Guinea in general, and he's a statesman, and his vision, and objective of the game is actually driving us. So yes, with limited funds, we're still looking at completing, and with prizes, we're still maintaining our prizes. It's like 100,000 for the grand final as usual. You have 50,000 for the first prize, 25 second, 15, 10. So with the prize money, nothing's changed. We still, we want to maintain our standard.
Emmanuel Wanga, Leh-based athlete, has joined 4 other Papua New Guinean athletes currently studying at the Cloud Country College in Kansas, USA. Here's an update.
Emmanuel Wanga joined 4 other PNG athletes at Cloud County Community College in Kansas, United States of America on Saturday, 16th January last weekend. Finchafin-born 21-year-old Wanga first attracted attention in 2016 when he won gold in both 100 and 400-meter events at the Melanesian Under-18 Championships in Suva. After graduating from Leh Secondary School, he trained full-time with PNG Athletics team in 2019 in preparation for the Pacific Games, where he was a member of the gold medal-winning men's 4x400 relay team. During the lead-up to the Games, he clocked a time of 47.85 seconds for the 400-meter at the Thailand Open, and also competed at the World Relay Championships and the Oceania Championships in Townsville. President of Athletics PNG, Tony Green, in a statement said the opportunity for Emmanuel to take up studies at Cloud County was made possible thanks to the combination of scholarship support from the school and assistance from the Morobe Provincial Administration. Meanwhile, the Kansas-based athletes had their first competition of the season last weekend at a low-key meet at Highland Community College, Kansas, USA. It was the first taste of indoor competition for Shedrick Tanzi, Isila Apkop and Leonie Bu, and all 3 delivered pleasing results. Apkop clocked 7.22 seconds for the 55-meter dash and 26.13 seconds for the 200 meters, while Tanzi clocked 6.57 and 23.14 seconds respectively for the same events. Coach Drew Maheen reported that the athletes were running on quite a small track, hence times are not directly comparable with times run on a 400-meter track with much wider curves.
That story wraps up. Trukai Sports will be back with the weather report for the next 24 hours.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports. This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus, with you always.
Weather forecast for the next 24 hours in the southern region. Port Moresby mostly fine, partly sunny with afternoon or evening rain showers developing. Daru cloudy with occasional rain showers today. Kerema fine, partly cloudy with chance of afternoon showers. Alotau chances of occasional rain showers. Popondetta mostly cloudy with a few rain showers later. In the Momasa region, Lae mostly fine, partly cloudy, with evening showers developing. Madang mostly fine, partly cloudy, with chance of afternoon shower or two. Wewak partly cloudy, with a few showers later. And Vanimo partly cloudy, with a few afternoon showers. In the New Guinea Islands, Lorengau mostly fine, partly cloudy. Kokopo Rabaul mostly fine. Kavieng mostly fine, partly cloudy with evening shower or two. Kimbe mostly fine, partly cloudy with evening showers possible. And Buka mostly fine, partly cloudy with some afternoon showers. And finally, in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen, morning fog clearing, then mostly cloudy with chance of a few showers later. Goroka and Kundiawa, morning fog clearing, then fine partly cloudy with chance of evening rain showers. Mendi and Wabeg, morning fog clearing, then cloudy with afternoon rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Moniplus, with you always.
And that's the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 23rd of January 2021. Pleasant viewing. Be safe. Bye for now.